Oh boy. Tennessee Titans fans. No one mourns the wicked. Nicholas Petit-Frere has been released. He is no longer a Tennessee Titan. I mean, I shouldn't even be surprised, but this was predictable. This was something you could see coming from a mile away, but it was just like the more time went on, it was like, are we going to release this guy? I mean, you just had to. You got to release him. And every year, it feels like we've got one of these guys. Dennis Daly. Who was the other one? It was Dennis Daly, Andre Dillard, and now it's Nicholas Petit-Frere. It's just like every year we've got a tackle that we just have to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? And so Nicholas Petit-Frere is the latest one. He's out. He just couldn't stay. I mean, just with you've got to send a message. Like, we're not going to tolerate this level of offensive line play. It wasn't offensive line play. It was offensive line play. It was offensive line play. Now, in addition to releasing Nicholas Petit-Frere, the Titans have signed a few veteran offensive linemen, Sam Mustipher, Brendan James, and I don't want to butcher the name, Oli Udo. Now listen, one of these guys is a center, one's a guard, one's a tackle. These are veteran players with starting experience. Now, the reason I bring this up is for two reasons. Number one of the things the Titans needed was more offensive line depth. We know what starting five is going to be. We know it's going to be Moore, Skoronski, Cushenberry, Zeitler, and Latham. But injuries happen, and we've got to have quality backups, just like every team. Every team wants to have guys backing up these starting guys who can come in and make an impact. Titans needed depth, and for right now, where we are at, I think these moves, signing these veteran guys to come in and provide depth, it's just another thing that points to Cam Ward, to me. Because the Titans could have gotten offensive line depth in the draft. They could have gone to the draft and gotten a backup guard or a backup tackle. But they went and signed veterans. Dan Moore is a veteran. Kevin Zeitler is a veteran. These guys are veterans. I think what the Titans are essentially saying is, we're drafting Cam Ward. We're going to have a rookie quarterback in there this fall, and we got to make sure he's protected. We got to make sure that we've got guys who can protect Cam Ward, give him time, keep him upright. We cannot afford to have our rookie quarterback in there being protected by rookies, by unproven guys. We want a bunch of veteran players that are dependable, that are consistent, and if one of our starting five goes down, we want to have another veteran player that we can put in there who has experience starting in the NFL, who can come in and protect our quarterback. If the Titans had stuck Cam Ward back there behind Nicholas Petit-Frere, if they had stuck him back there behind Jalen Duncan, if they had stuck, they even looked at Dylan Radins and said, that's not even good enough. We want to put all of these moves. Do you understand why I've been saying all of these moves the Titans have made so far this offseason are all pointing to Cam Ward? Every single one of them. Look at the offensive line. You go get veteran Dan Moore, who's going to come in and play left tackle, and you look at J.C. Latham. You look at a guy like J.C. Latham and you say, you know what? We could keep him at left tackle. We could continue to mold him. Or we could just put him somewhere where he's more comfortable. Right tackle. We can just move him over because he's going to be better over there. We would rather have a veteran player who has more experience protecting our rookie quarterback's blind side. So we're going to bring in Dan Moore. We're going to put him there, and we're going to put Latham, the youngest, the guy on this starting five who is the least experienced, because even Skoronski has an extra year over Latham. So we're going to move Latham, the youngest guy, over to right, and we'll bring in a veteran presence that Bill Callahan's going to work with, and Dan Moore. We'll put him at left tackle. And then we're going to get a bunch of veterans to back them up. And we're going to get a bunch of dependable, reliable veterans who have experience. This bruise is from getting blood drawn the other day. The guy couldn't find the vein. I could tell some of you are probably looking at this and thinking, what? Who did you get in a fight with? The guy that took my blood the other day. But either way, this is another move that points to Cam Ward. The Titans have addressed their offensive line through free agency in a major way. That's the first part of the puzzle for Cam Ward. Got to protect him. You've already got, we talk about wide receiver, and they've got to address that at some point, but you've got Calvin Ridley. You've got a good wide receiver there, and I would imagine you're probably going to draft a wide receiver probably in the second round of the draft. So you're going to get there. But for offensive line, I think it's the right thing to do. They said we want veterans, we want dependable guys, we want guys with experience. These are the type of fellas we want protecting our rookie quarterback. Let's stock up on just these guys who we know can do it because they've done it before. That's what has happened here. We're not going to put up with Nicholas Petit-Frere anymore. We're not going to put up with these guys who would not start anywhere else in the league. We're not going to depend on those guys to protect our rookie quarterback. We're getting them out of here. We're getting them out of here, and then we're going to replace them with guys who are more dependable and more experienced. Great. The other thing I want to say as I wrap up is this. The Tennessee Titans, who already have nobody left from the 2020 or the 2021 draft, all those guys are gone. Now you look at the 2022 draft, and there are only 4 guys left. Treylon Burks, Roger McCreary, Chig Okonkwo, and Chance Campbell. A wide receiver, at best 3, probably 4, a starting corner, a tight end who's unproven, and a backup to the backup linebacker. That's who's left from 2022. Did I mention John Robinson got fired a couple of years ago? People act like it was all about the A.J. Brown trade, but it was also about stuff like that too. We got next to nobody left from 3 straight drafts. You can't draft like that and expect to have good times. Nicholas Petit-Frere is gone. Veteran offensive lineman signings all over the place for Tennessee. Ward is on the way. 1 week from tonight. God bless you, everybody.